Hey everybody, it's Kelly with 𝐘𝐚𝐥𝐤 𝐎𝐧𝐞. How are you guys? I am here today with a really quick but really cute project. This is our Batty Design a Treat box, and it is part of a bundle that you can get in the mini catalog called Design a Treat Bundle. It has this stamp set, which you could put little faces on your boxes, and then of course patterns, stripes. This is a really cool die. There's a die that goes with this really cute label, which is awesome. Of course, for you, because it's perfect for any box, right? And the die set is what makes it really cool. So the Design a Treat, let me pull these guys out. The Design a Treat box die is so awesome. So you get this die right here, which is what we're going to use to make our box, and it's pretty cool. What I love about this box is that you don't need any glue to put it together. I'm going to show you that today. You can get 2 out of a sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper and still have paper left over. These little labels, I love that they give you 3 so you can make multiples very quickly. So it's a great little box for favors. I'm going to be putting a Lindt chocolate Lindor, one of those truffles in there, and they fit perfect. So it's a great way to give a nice candy. And like I said, no glue, which that's half the battle, right guys? So that is that die, but look at this. So you can use it for an advent. It has all the numbers 0 through 9. It has this really cool plate that fits over this piece. So if you wanted to highlight something, you could. You have bunny ears. This could be a piggy or a reindeer ear. We have reindeer antlers. These are 2 of these, which make it like, you can make it look like a present. Instead of having this bat on the top, you could have this bow, and then it becomes a present. So it's a really awesome little treat holder. Also, these little ovals fit over the numbers. So what's really cool about the numbers is that you can get the number to pop out, and you can have the number by itself and put it on one of these labels, or you can have the cutout, use the cutout on one of these and have a double colored oval number. So it's great for Advent. It's just a great little kit, and I love that it's so small. It's like 1 inch by 1 inch, which to me is amazing. Makes it a lot easier to make stuff that's small. So let's go ahead and get started. I've also used the celebration paper. We only have a few days left of celebration. Celebration ends midnight on Wednesday, Mountain Time. So the silver and gold 6x6 specialty paper is still available, and it is a cool paper pack. We're going to use that today. So let's go ahead and get started, and I will show you how to make this really cute box. I did want to show you that from a piece of 9 1/4 by 5, you can get 2 of these. I'm going to put it down here so you can see it. 2 of these treat boxes. So this is what it looks like when you cut it out. And so what's awesome about it is that you can have quite a bit of paper left over, right? Because our paper is 11 by 8.5. So down the 11-inch side, you just cut it at 5 inches. That leaves you with 3.5 inches of length by 11. That's quite a nice size left over. And you still get 2 of these boxes from every sheet of cardstock. You can also use DSP, and if you use the DSP, you can get 4 out of every 12 by 12 sheet of DSP. So that's also awesome. I just saved this piece so that you guys could see that. Let's go ahead and start with this paper. So what's really cool about that paper is that you can color it any color you want, and I wanted it to be a dark gray, so I chose basic gray today, and I'm going to use my blending brush and some basic gray ink, scrap paper, and I have this piece all in one, I'm just gonna pick up some color. I'm gonna make sure I don't have that splotchiness on here, and I'm just gonna color all of this. So I'll get the other end. And this is a really cool paper, and it grabs the ink really nicely, as you can see. I'm gonna go over it one more time, and I'm gonna start on this side. It's a little bit lighter than the other and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this piece like that so I don't get my fingerprints on there. Let's grab a little bit more. All right, darken it just a little bit more. I think that looks pretty good. All right, now I'm going to trim it down because I'm going to put a piece on the front and the back. Now, the way that I have cut this is 1/16 of an inch. You don't have to use 1/16 if you don't want, but I wanted just a really thin border all the way around. So you need to cut two pieces that are 1 3/16 by 1 inch. And the sides are 1 by 1, but I didn't want anything on the sides. So I'm going to bring in my little small guillotine paper trimmer, but any paper trimmer will work. And this piece right here is 1 3/16. And so I'm just going to cut it to 1 inch, and then that will give us the dimensions that we need for the two pieces. All right. So these are going to go on the front and the back. And so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to burnish all of the score marks. And what's really cool is that the die gives you all the score marks. So there's no putting score marks on here. It does everything that you need for you. And you just have to bend along those score marks. Now these pieces here, these circular tabs, they go the opposite way of all of your other marks. So these are going to go in, okay? And these are going to go in as well, like this. And then that little tab goes up, which is why you don't need glue. And you're going to put 1 through there and 1 through there. And there is your box, okay? No glue needed. Now, pretty cool, right? So on these two longer sides, I'm going to go ahead and open the box. On these two longer sides here is where I'm going to go ahead and put the adhesive. I'm going to use my wet glue, so I'm going to grab my silicone mat and flip these over. I'll go ahead and put the glue on both, and then I'll pick them up. Now, for the bat wings, I used the Wink of Stella on those. And I thought that they look really cool. Make sure that that is in place by giving it a little bend. And this is why I like to use the wet adhesive, because I have a little bit of wiggle room. Hopefully I didn't get that on anything else. I didn't. I like the little wiggle room it gives me. So I'm going to go ahead and place that and fold it over, make sure that I have it where I want it. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our Lindt chocolate, our Lindt Lindor truffle. So I'm going to put these in, right? We're going to put one over the top. Put the other one in. I like to hold them and put them in at the same time. It's easier if you do that. Hold those and put them through. Then on this side here is where the chocolate's going to get put in. So we're just going to press that in, and then I just flatten that little twisted end, and then we're going to cover it just like that. Okay, now if you put the bat on top, which is a separate die, right, it gets attached to this rounded top. And if you put it on there and you glue it, you're not going to be able to open it without destroying your little bat. So what I chose to do was I put Velcro on there. Can you see it? It's just small Velcro dots, and they're 3/16 inch circles, and you get 56 of them in the pack. I put the little brand on here because if not, I have a hard time remembering what size they are. But they come like this. I stick them together. You get 56 circles, 3/8 of an inch. Sorry, I said 3/16 because I was still stuck on that 1 3/16. 5/8 inch circle, 3/8 inch circles. And so I have one of those, and I'm going to cut it in half because it's rather small. You see that right there? And so I am going to apply one of those to this circle, and then one of them is going to go on the bat, on the back of the bat. Okay, so what I'm going to do before I do that is let's go ahead and use the Wink of Stella. We're going to color along the marks that we have been given. Okay, so I'm going to grab this scrap paper back. I'm going to make sure my Wink of Stella is going, and it is. And I'm just going to follow these lines with the tip of my Wink of Stella. And see how perfectly it looks on black? It's like you're painting, right? And if you feel like you're running out, all you got to do is just squeeze. So let's go on this side here and paint that. And then these parts of the bat wing. I just really liked highlighting this with the Wink of Stella because you got that little eerie glitter. I'm going to squeeze a little bit. And I thought it looked pretty cool. So there is that. I'm going to go back over these because you can never have too much glitter. All right. What's really cool about Wink of Stella is it dries fairly quickly. So there are the bat wings. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just peel one of these off, okay? And I'm gonna put it on the back of the wing right here near the bottom. All right, and then I'm just gonna pull that off. Now I don't have them separated, and the reason that I don't have them separated is when I push it into place, it'll be in the right spot. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my little bat wings down and then press that into place. I'm gonna straighten the sides here and press it, hold it, just like that. And look how cool those little bat wings are on there. I think they're pretty awesome. And so the last thing we're gonna do is we are gonna use the matte black dots, and they're perfect for the little bat eyes. So let me grab my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm going to grab the larger ones. And I'm going to give the bat some eyes. Just like that. And I'm going to press those into place. So these are the matte black dots. I'm almost done with this package. I've used quite a bit of them. They give you a lot more, I think, of the big ones. I'm not exactly sure. Let's see how many come in the package. 160, so that's quite a few. But they're, I use the larger ones for the eyes, and I really love how the bat wings curl nicely like that. And then you have your little lint door. And so if somebody wants to get into their package, all they have to do is pull that off, and then they can open their box. And then they can just close it again after they've taken their treat if they want to keep this cool box, because it is pretty cool and it's a great decoration, right, during the holidays. And then you just put your little bat wings back over the top and they fit perfect. Let's put them back on this one. We will have 2 sets, 2 bats. I hope that you guys enjoyed this project. Let me show you once again. It is the Design a Treat box dies, and the Design a Treat stamp set. And I also used, don't forget, you have a few days left to get the silver and gold 6x6 DSP from Celebration. I'll put one bat this way and one this way. I appreciate you guys being here with me. Again, the paper that I cut to get 2 treat boxes was 9 1/4 by 5. And with the leftover piece of 1 3/4 by 5, I was able to get bat wings out of there for the 2 boxes. And then you also have leftover cardstock. The piece of the silver and gold 6x6 specialty paper was 1 3/16 by 1 inch. I cut 2 of those. And Wink of Stella, matte black dots, and half of Velcro dot. Pretty quick, pretty easy, and like I said, you can make lots of little critters for the different holidays. It makes a great favor box. I love the one with the little present, perfect for Christmas, to just leave a little gift on everybody's desk at work. Don't miss out on this awesome little set, because you know when it's gone, you're going to want these little boxes and you're not going to be able to have them. It's going to be a lot harder to make them, especially if you want to decorate them for the different holidays. All right, guys, thanks for being here. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. So happy to have you. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Keep watching for more content, and thank you for being here. Happy stamping!